As you go through life and you experience different levels of success and you still don't feel that level of fulfillment that you're looking for, and that is what I experienced, that I realized that when you're really giving to others is when the joy comes. My name is Jain. Everybody calls me AJ. I grew up in this small town where there was nothing really to do. It was just us, our family, our friends. We hung out, we got together, we ate food, and we spent time together. We played cards. It was just a beautiful, loving environment is what I grew up in. So imagine the life of a child in a small village in Kenya, or in a small village in India, or in the US, in a small town in the US. They don't have enough food. They don't know where their next meal is going to come from. So there is hopelessness. It's not just about hunger. They feel worthless. So as I researched that issue, I realized that there's 800 million people that don't have enough food on a given day. So something has to be done about that. And we've been trying to solve this problem for 30 plus years, 40 years. Very actively, billions of dollars have been spent, and yet the problem of hunger is pervasive. There are more people hungry today than we have had before. And the irony is that we have more food in the world on a per capita basis than we have ever had before. And yet we are not able to feed people. So the problem is not about food. The problem is about the distribution of food. So something had to be done about that. And that's where the vision for doing Feed a Billion came. I wanted to help solve the problem on a global basis. And there needed to be some scale to this because the problem is so large. And we need to get people's attention on the cause and actually do something about providing the meals. So since last year when we started, when we became a nonprofit in May 2016, we have provided about 1.9 million meals. And we have created an infrastructure where we can scale this, and we have created a unique approach about solving the problem where we can engage companies on social media, and that is how we are addressing it. So it's really about providing food around the world where there is hunger. Food is something that we must have. It's something that we cannot live without. It's one of those necessary things that has to happen. We can do so many other things to help so many other people. There are so many other causes. There's so much suffering in the world. But when it comes to food, it is a necessity. And yes, there are organizations that are doing so much about food, and yet the problem is there. So the reason somebody should support this organization, Feed a Billion, is because the need for food exists every single day. It exists at lunchtime, it exists at dinner time, it exists at breakfast, it exists at night when the child is going to bed hungry. It exists. It exists every moment. So we have to do something. And every 4 seconds, somebody dies from hunger. Every single 4 seconds. So every day, 22,000 people will die from hunger. Not from hunger-related illnesses, from hunger, from starvation. And we have to solve this. We have partnered with people that know what they're doing on the ground. They're delivering food on the ground. So we are partnering with them. We are providing them the funding. We have created the brand. We have become the conduit of funding sources to them, and we have created metrics around that. And we are working with agencies that provide government grants, so we are creating leverage on our money. So for every 10 cents, we are able to do a meal. For 10 cents, for $1, we do 10 meals, anywhere in the world. So it's a very efficient model that we have built. And the other thing that we're doing is, in social media, in Facebook advertising, which is growing dramatically because there are 5 billion devices now in the world. For 1 like, 5 meals are provided. For 1 share, 10 meals are provided. We are not asking for money. We are not saying donate the money. We are saying act, do something, and you can provide the meals without having to donate money. What we have figured out, because our backgrounds are in business, what we have figured out is that we can take money that companies are already spending, and we can creatively convert a portion of that into meals for us, and the relationship that company is able to establish with the people that are liking or sharing that post is a long-term relationship because they are doing something good. The company is doing something good. They are working with a philanthropy that is providing meals around the world. And that is the benefit to the company. That is the benefit to the people that are engaging with that company's post. That is the benefit to us and the benefit to the people that are receiving the meals. So no money is taken out of the system. We have taken the existing money and we have reallocated it in a creative way, and we are solving a problem. What we want people to do is to do at least something.